Hi students, this is Roshan and today in this video we are going to solve example 1.3. So given here is two small sized identically equally charged spheres each having a mass 1 gram. Okay, so the spheres having a mass 1 gram are hanging in equilibrium as shown in the figure. The length of each string is 10 centimeter. The L should be of 10 centimeter and the angle theta is 7 degree. Theta is equal to 7 degree with the vertical. Calculate the magnitude of charge in each sphere and given here G is equal to 10 meter square inverse. Okay, and that G means acceleration due to gravity. So listen guys, we need to check out what are the given terms given in the question. So first, two small sized identically equal charge spheres. So two charge spheres. Okay, so one may be of Q1 and another may be of Q2 and both are equal. So in this problem the Q1 and Q2 is equal. Okay, so in this problem I am writing Q1 is equal to Q2. Okay, having a mass of 1 gram, or hanging in a equilibrium as shown in the figure, the length of each string is 10 centimeter. Okay, so listen guys, here the length is 10 centimeter but here the unit is given in meter. Okay, the unit is given in meters. So I have to convert the 10 centimeter into meter. So this is the diagram they have given you in the question. Two equally charged spheres. Okay, so this is also Q and this is also Q because as they have been same charge. So listen guys, the distance between the center point and the charge is A. So the total distance may be a 2A distance. The angle is theta. It may be 7 degree. Okay, they have already given vertical. Okay, so that I am drawing here as a vertical. Okay, so now let's check on what is the value for Q. So first of all I need to write what is given here. So in solution I am writing the first given two equally charged spheres, so that I am writing Q1 is equal to Q2. So it may be a Q only. Okay, and another thing, the theta must be a 7 degree. Okay, in the next part the L is equal to 10 centimeter. The length should be of 10 centimeter. In meter it should be converted into 10 divided by 100. Okay, 10 divided by 100 and that is maybe 0.1 meter. Okay, and we also find out the length and G is equal to acceleration due to gravity is 10 meter square inverse. Okay, and that is the given value present in the question. If it is a charged sphere ties on a string, okay, so it may move here or here. Okay, so the charge particle or the charge sphere may move in x direction. Okay, may move in x direction, and also gravity pulls the charge or pulls the sphere. Okay, and also gravity pulls the sphere in y direction. So we need to find out what is the value in x and also the value in y. Both the terms are related only. Okay, in x I need to put it as a I cap and for y I need to put it as a j cap. Okay, so first I am using x axis. In x-axis we all know that the acceleration of a charged sphere is 0. Okay, so by Newton's second law we all know that the F total is equal to ma. So the tension of a string may be T sin theta in I vector because it is on x-axis only minus the force acting on x direction is equal to 0. Okay, so I am writing this at T sin theta is equal to the force happening on a string, that is Fe. T sin theta is equal to Fe and that is the first equation. Okay, so coming to the y. Okay, in y direction also as it may tide. Okay, as the string may tide, it can't even get down. Okay, so in y direction the acceleration due to gravity, okay, the net acceleration change is also 0. The acceleration change is 0. So it may be represented as T cos theta in j vector minus mg. The reason why I'm putting mg means it is the force acting on them. That is according to the second law, the acceleration due to gravity is given. So that I am replacing mg instead of ma. Okay, there is no acceleration, so it may be a 0 only. So that I am putting t cos theta is equal to mg. Okay, so listen here. Now the t sin theta is equal to Fe and the t cos theta is equal to mg. That may be the second. Fe is the force of the electron and mg is the force happening on the charged sphere. Okay, and now I have to divide all those two terms, sin theta by cos theta. So dividing 1 and 2. Okay, dividing first equation and second equation. What may get is t sin theta divided by t cos theta, and that is equal to Fe divided by mg. Okay, I'm cancelling t and t. What we get, sin theta by cos theta is equal to tan theta. So it may transform into tan theta is equal to Fe divided by mg. Okay, so finally we have the tan theta is equal to Fe by mg. The value for Fe, because Fe is the electrostatic force. Okay, so the value for Fe is equal to, by Coulomb's law, we have to put 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 divided by r square. But we know that both the charges are equal only, so I'm writing 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q square divided by r square, because I know that they both are equally charged spheres. I have taken already q1 and q2 is equal to q, so I'm replacing all those terms at q square. Okay, so r is the distance between the two spheres, and that may be r is equal to 2a. By the diagram you may find the r is equal to 2a. So listen guys, by looking at the diagram, okay, we may able to know what is the value for a. Okay, by taking this triangle only, this only one triangle. Remember, I'm drawing, it was like this only. Okay, this only one triangle. Okay, so given here is a theta and L and it is a A. Okay, so listen, the theta should be present on the upside. What is the value for A? Before finding them, I need to solve the theta. If it is sin theta, means opposite by hypotenuse. So the opposite value may be A and the hypotenuse value must be L. So sin theta is equal to A by L. The value for A is equal to, and the L cross multiply, that is L sin theta. Okay, A should be L sin theta, but I need 2A. So 2A is equal to 2L sin theta. Okay, so I am now replacing the 2L sin theta in r square. So it get transformed into 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q square divided by 2L sin theta the whole square. Okay, and that is the value for Fe. So now we get the value for Fe is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q square by 2L sin theta whole square. I'm just replacing the 1 by 4 pi epsilon as k. Okay, we all know that the k is a constant. So k of q square by 2L sin theta the whole square. We may substitute the value of k in the later sessions. Okay, so now by the formula tan theta is equal to, we get Fe divided by mg. Okay, Fe divided by mg. I'm substituting all those values. So the tan theta is equal to, for Fe I need to substitute k into q square divided by 2L sin theta the whole square into 1 divided by mg. Okay, I need only q only. Okay, so I'm placing q square here. I'm taking all those terms on the other side. So the value just changes into q square equal to tan theta into 2L sin theta the whole square into mg divided by k. The question is to find the magnitude of the charge sphere. Okay, I need to find the value for q only. So to find the q, okay, to find the q, I need to find the square root of this equation. So find the square root means I need to find out the root of tan theta into the square root and the square gets cancelled, so it transforms into 2L sine theta into root mg divided by root k. Okay, so I'm changing all those root terms in a one form, so it becomes 2L sine theta into root of mg into tan theta divided by k. The root is for both the terms. Okay, is for both the terms. So that now the formula gets changed into 2. The value of q will be 2 into, what is the length? It may be a 0.1 meter. Okay, so 2 into 0.1 into sine 7 degree. The theta must be 7 degree into root of m value. The mass of a sphere must be 10 gram. Okay, the mass of the sphere must be a 10 gram. So I am putting 10 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, for writing in the kilogram. Tan theta, tan 7 degree divided by, now the value of k. The value of k, we all know that it must be 9 into 10 to the power 9. Okay, so listen guys, the value for sine 7 degree. Okay, the value for sine 7 degree is 0.122. So sine 7 degree is equal to 0.122, and also the value for tan 7 degree is also the same only, approximately equal to 0.122. Okay, so on substituting and calculating all those terms, we may get the value for q is equal to 8.9 into 10 to the power minus 9 coulomb. Okay, or you can also write it as a 8.9 nano coulomb. Okay, so nano means 10 to the power minus 9. That's all for now today students. I hope you all understand this problem very much, and if you have any doubt on this means you can ask me on the comment section, and if you like the video give me a like, and if you want daily videos means you can subscribe my channel. Daily videos are coming for you. See you guys on the next video.